power of the spoken words. We all have our reasons to be here tonight. Be it you want to make some new friends, networking, learning a couple of things about giving great speeches, or all the above, as a matter of fact. But if your reason is the last two, you probably thought about, how can I be a great speaker? What criteria can I use to judge of being a good speaker? And how often do I practice? And what do I need to do if I'm doing it right? Then, you hopefully, by being here, talking to the mentors and seeing other people perform, you have a good idea what a good Toastmaster and what a good speech would be like. However, when I started as a Toastmaster, at the beginning of a Toastmaster, it was quite difficult. I actually went online and actually see the speech from this last year's runner-up in Toastmaster meeting, Cavan. He gave a fabulous speech when I first read it. And when I first listened to it, I don't know what sounded so good in his speech. I just know it's a great speech. And from then on, I realized maybe I just need more example of it. A lot more practice in terms of hearing and watching. Then I realized, where's the best place that I can find the most amounts of speeches? Movies. Movies, good movies as a matter of fact, contains a lot of vivid performance from actors, actresses, giving great performance, particularly in body language, and more importantly, acting here. And then that's when I run into another study done on human communication. It actually ranked the importance of communications by 3V. What are they? Verbal, vocal, visual. And I ranked it by the most important first. Visual is actually the most important part, which actually consists of 55%. 55% is more than half. And then 38% is coming from vocal. What's left is for verbal. Wait, so 7% is coming out of your mouth. 93% is tonality and delivery. And that is quite a challenging thought in the very beginning. I didn't quite know how to handle that. And then I started watching a lot of movies, and I started picking things from my movies at that point. And being one of the more financially driven person in the very beginning as an MBA student, I of course watched the movie called Wall Street. And I'm sure you guys will have a slight idea about the speech I'm talking about. But if you don't, tonight is the night, because I want to reenact that particular scene, and I want to point out a couple of things about that scene and why he was so great in that scene. So here you go. Greed, for lack of a better word, is good. Greed is right. Greed works. Greed captures the evolution essence of spirits, of evolution. Greed in all of its form. Greed for love, life, the word greed, actually 6 times in this speech. 6 times is a lot of times in a 1 minute span. And he made sure you drill that word into your head. And the best part is, he used a lot of positive nouns to accompany that. So in vocal parts, he actually strategically placed certain pauses along the way to draw a parallel between a negative word, greed, and actually a very positive noun, verbal nouns as a matter of fact. The upward surge of mankind, the evolutionary spirits, these are all kind of positive words. And then lastly, visual. he had a very stoic, very standstill look throughout his presentation. No movement, and on top of that, his hand was just gesturing like having a symphony, jumping all over the place, and every time is pointing upwards. So he was going and say, greed in all of its form. Greed for love, life, money, and then he just say, upward search of mankind. So it actually talk about the highlight of the talk. And finally, if you actually pay attention, my eyes, I did not blink once I start that conversation, that delivery. And that's one thing that I didn't realize until I watched it probably more than 15 times. I realized that one speech, he did not blink his eye once because the pure fact that he delivered it with a blink in such an intense conversation, you lose the essence. It is almost a hypnotic capturing of the audience at that particular moment. So he didn't blink at all. So what I'm trying to say in here that hopefully today, with this particular speech in here, I'll deliver a good guideline, the 3V in here for you to remember, and also to think about when you watch a movie, pay attention to where you're listening. If you need some help, you know where to find me. I'll be right here, have some good movies for you to see. Thanks.